So hello guys, this is Paul Okoro here. Okay, so today we are continuing from our beginners series. Remember the last time we stopped at how you can add emotions to your background. So today we're taking it further. So today let's see how we can add small animation to our text. Make it move from here to here, stuff like that. Remember, this particular tutorial is for beginners. So those in advanced class, you may not really need to bother yourself because I believe you must have passed this stage. So the goal is to be able to carry everyone along in the course of my training, the course of my tutorials. So I want to carry everyone along. That's why I'm going through this process. So let's add a text. Okay, let's just say this. Let me add another one. You can actually duplicate this. To duplicate, just Control D. Press Control D. Let's bring it down. You can double click there. Is can also duplicate again, probably. Okay, sorry. All right, so let's say this is the text we have here. Maybe we can just okay, let's just add a solid. Let's just combine everything we've done so far together and see what we can come up with it. Okay, let's say maybe make this one white. Remember I told you how to change the color. All right, this thing can be anything. So I just want to show you how you can, instead of just allowing this text to be like that, how you can remember we've already added motion to our background. So, and let's say this is what we have. Okay, we can actually change this, the color of this, graphics of this text. Let's highlight all of them. Click, hold down your shift. You highlight all. Can come here, change the color. Okay, let's make it white. I think white is good. Okay. All right. So having done all this, remember I told you to be able to add any animation, you come here, you come to this point, pull down any of this. When you pull it down, you see an attribute for the text. I really don't want us to go deep into this particular one now. As we progress in the course of my tutorial, you will be able to understand how it will work. That's why it's important you like and toggle on your notification button so that anytime we have a new training, a new tutorial, you'll be able to know and follow through. All right, so we're not going to, I don't want us to talk more about this now, but we'll talk about it in our next tutorial. So basically, let's come to this transform. If you watch in this transform, you will see different, you see your anchor point, your position, your scale, your rotation, your opacity. And let me show you how they all works, sorry. So if I click on this text, which is this one, now this is your anchor point. This is your anchor point. This thing simply means I want this text to operate from here. I want this text to operate. So anything I do to this text, it will work with this as your anchor point. Now, let's say I want to scale this thing. I want to scale it now because of where the anchor point is. Let's adjust our scaling. See, it's coming from here. That is why it's showing this here. So that is where you want this into anchor from. Let's go back to, okay, let's go back. Let's Control Z, go back. Then if I adjust the position, see it's operating from here. But let's now adjust the anchor point now. If I click on this, this is my anchor point here. If I click on it, I'll be able to adjust this anchor point. Huh? Or I just click, let me drop my tool, or I just press my Y button on the keyboard to come up. If I press V to drop the tool. So now let's check when we, as we have shifted, let's check. See, it's now anchoring from the center because we have adjusted it to be at the center. So the same way, if I click, let me put it here. If I click here and adjust, see, it's anchoring from the, it's moving from the left because I've changed the anchor point. That is how it works. So for position already, you know, you can go left, you can go right, you can go up, you can go down. So that is the position, that is what it does. Then scale, we've talked about scale. Then rotation now, because of where the anchor point is, now if I rotate, see that this is now rotating from the left hand side. But if I want it to rotate from the center, so what I need to do is to adjust my anchor point and put it at the center here. Then if I rotate, see, it's rotating because of the anchor point. So the same way with opacity, if I increase it, if I reduce it, to fade in, fade out, sorry, if I increase it to come up. So let's drop our anchor point. All right, so I can adjust my text size and reduce it depending on what I want. So, all right, so what we want to do now, we want at the beginning, we don't want this text to just be at, they want it to move in from different position. So is in that case, both this, even with this one, I can, even with the background, I can say, okay, I want the background to come in, you know, before these other ones begin to come in. Let's just do small animation. Okay. So I want everything to appear at 1 second. So what I will do, I'll highlight all of them. Remember, what we are going to do now is going to affect first the position. So we are going to work with the position for now. If I press my P button on the keyboard, see my position, all of them, because I highlighted all of them, their position will come out. So remember I told you, if I toggle this button here, this animation button, it means that if I do anything, if I change anything on the position now, it will take that shape. So we want this thing, by the time it gets to 1, we want all of them to appear on the screen like this. So that means at the beginning, which is 00, which is 00 seconds, let's say we want this one now to, and the position I want it to go up, so that from up, by the time we get to this 100, sorry, by the time we get to 1 second, it will appear. Then we want this one now, want this one to come from here. Want this one to come from here. Are you seeing it? Then this one now, we want it to also appear from down. Oh, sorry. I want this one to appear from down. No, that's not, that's this one. We want it to appear from down. Then this one also, we want it to appear from this way. I seen it. So by the time we move, boom, boom, boom. So even the background, even this background, let's say we want this background to appear also from here. If you want this thing to be faster, you hold down your shift. Okay. So see, all of them has appeared. So now the question is, which one do you want to come first? Let's say we want this background to appear first before other one begin to appear. Then we have to highlight all of this and shift it together so that by the time they start appearing, the background would have, are you seeing it? Maybe you can see shift it again. I seen it. Maybe as this one is coming, we want this one to, we don't want all of them. We can just, let this one come first, let this one follow, and things like that. I seen it. Probably you want a, if you see that this thing is too slow, you can increase it instead of making the duration of this animation 1 second. You can make it like 15 frames so that you come faster. So they just adjust this. Let this one come first. This one follow. Seeing it. Now know that this thing we have here can be image, can be anything, can be a video, it can be image, still picture, it can be just a write-up, it can be anything, even all of this. But just understand, my focus is for you to understand how this works, how you can, add small animation to your project. Are you getting it? So I just want you to begin to know and understand how this works so that as we progress in this tutorial, you'll be able to understand it. All right. So that is it. Same goes with the other attributes like the scale. Maybe you want this thing now to scaling. Remember the anchor point. Like as this thing is here now, if I want this thing to scale from middle here, I have to adjust my anchor point. See, each of the layer has its own anchor point separately. So depending on where you want it to appear from, you need to put the anchor point there. Very, very important. All right. Okay, so like I said, we'll be taking this class gradually. I don't want to just put everything in one tutorial. So master this so that in our next class, as we begin to do other things, you will understand how it works. All right. So remember to like, share, and tug on your notification button so that anytime we have new tutorials, you'll be able to see it and follow suit. Also, if you like what we are doing, please just do well to tell us thank you on the comment section so that it will encourage us to do more for you. Thank you and God bless you.